Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Randy. This is my leather man cave, or whatever you want to call it. I'm new to this hobby and I learned how to skive, and I can skive lightweight stuff like, back of a wallet pocket or small things like that. I've skived on a belt. For instance, at the end of the belt where you're going to put the buckle on. So this is like a 9 to 10 ounce belt strap. So at the end where you're going to put the buckle, of course you want to skive it down or thin it down so when you fold it over, it's not crazy thick, right? So this is the first time I've tried Herman oak, and it's a little bit tough. Skiving this whole area right here, not being an expert, I did cut a little too deep in one spot here. So I skived with this. This is, Japanese knife. Got a bevel on one side of it, flat on the bottom, and you slice, slice, slice. I was working like a dog. I pulled out my, I think it's called like a French bevel or something. So it's like a 1/4 inch cut on it, and ran that to kind of even it out and take a little more. I still worked hard, and not being that experienced at it, I did cut into the belt a little, but it's still functional. It's my belt anyway. I'm practicing, learning. So I found this on Amazon. I'd love to get a bell blade skiving machine. Right now, hobby stage, beginner stage, I can't, buy one of those. It's not justified spending $1,650. I think I saw it priced at. But I saw this on Amazon. Well, hopefully it came with a blade. If not, I did find some comments on YouTube about this item, and someone recommended Home Depot has some super sharp black blades. I think they came 50 in a pack. If you're pulling through Herman oak leather belts to skive them down, it probably dull up pretty quickly. But here, let me bring the camera up closer and we'll see what's in this box. All right, this seemed to have worked. My son watched my video, I only have a couple on YouTube, and said, "Dad, you need to get a camera mount over the bench." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right." So I just threw my tripod, put the legs down, and fit it up onto the bench. So awesome, that's what I'll do. So hopefully you can see this. Don't mind the clutter. I have to work on my organization skills because I get working and I got stuff everywhere. I try to, at the end of the day, put everything away, but sometimes you just don't have the time. Anyway, let's take a look at this, see what I bought. It's packaged nicely. Don't ask me to pronounce the name of this. It's a Chinese product. I'm not even going to try, but this is it. Four Allen key and 4 mounting screws. I'm going to mount this on my bench over there. I made a small bench, pretty heavy duty. I got a drill press and a hand press on it. I have room over there, so that's where this is going to go. I can try these. I don't know if they're going to bite in that deep. I might have better, longer screws. So, but anyway, I'll do that. I don't know if you can see the blade here. It's your basic knife blade with snap-off blades, but they use the whole thing. I think it's 18 millimeter. This Allen key is to Yeah. To loosen up, and when you put a blade in, okay, so there's the blade. Put on my glasses before I cut myself. Yep. Snap-off style blade. Got a little bit of oil feel to it. Maybe it's just the parts in general. So you slide it underneath this here until it hits the Allen keys. Do it without cutting yourself. In a comment I read, someone had said put it back further for thicker and bring it up closer for a thin leather skive, like a 2 ounce or 3 ounce or something. I'm going to be doing a belt. It's 9 to 10. Tighten those back up. So these tighten down on the blade and hold it there. This tension, it's a lot of tension with these springs. So that's what's squeezing down your product when you put it in. Some of them came, I noticed, with just a solid cap over here. This one, yeah, so this guy has ball bearings inside here. So I tried to make sure I got that one. That does roll nicely. So we have that, and the other thing is these. Does this fit? No. Is that even an Allen key or a thumb? Yeah, I don't even see an Allen key head on it, but these here are to tighten down. Oh, okay. If you push down the spring, yeah, then you can turn them, which would open up the blade gap to the wheel. So depending on how much you want to skive, squeeze that down, spring loaded, and adjust these, try to make them even. And then, so I'm going to say we're going to put the belt through here along the wheel to the point you want to start the skive. Let up on it. Someone in a comment about this item said good to hold it down too over here while you're pulling it through. So I'm going to mount it to the bench. I'll do some scrap pieces to see how much I want to take off. And then I think it's just a yank, which would be a lot quicker than what I was doing, trying to do it with a Japanese knife. So that's what we're going to do. I'll try some scrap pieces, and then from there, I got a belt that I'm doing for a friend of mine. And so this is the same Herman oak. I dyed it brown, and I punched the holes for the rivets and the buckle. It's my maker mark. I'm a beginner, but it's still important to mark your stuff so you feel more accountable for doing a good job. So this is the back end that I was skiving with a knife, and I worked on it, and I've taken it down a little. I hit it with the meter. I think I've taken it down like 1 ounce worth, and I really want to take down some more because that's still pretty bulky. So once I do my own belt, and then if I put some tape to mark his waist, I brought it to him and to get an idea of where a good hole punch would be for the belt holes, and then we'll get this belt going. Still got to burnish the edges and oil it and finish it. I'm not going to kill myself anymore trying to skive that Herman oak. That's tough stuff. So that's why I got this. So, you know, I don't know if you need anything like this or you think it's worth it, but we'll try it out and then you can make your decision. All right, I'll be back after I mount it. All right, so this is where I've decided to put it. So this small bench is kind of my heavy duty bench. I've got a drill press on it. I have the piece of granite sidewalk curb. I use for banging. If I'm not manually hammering the rivets, I've got this press now that I use. So this one I bolted all the way through. I have nuts on the bottom because I really have to lean into that. So this Skiver came with these 4 little wood screws. I put them in and it's pretty solid. I think that's fine. Talking about getting organized, I didn't realize that when you're going to do a rivet, you need so many. They come in bags of 100, and you need lots of them if you're going to do a 9mm circle cap rivet. There's a good chance that the post that you pick, if that's say 9mm, it's not going to work if you're doing something thin and you need like 7mm posts. So you end up having tons of rivets and grommets and snaps of different assorted sizes, colors. So I need to organize. I'm going to have to get a cabinet with drawers and label them all. So that'll be next. But yeah, let's try this. I have this new Herman oak belt strap. I'll use the tip of it because I know I have more length here than I need. So this is so we got 4mm. I go to my chart. 4mm is 10 ounce. So do I want to go down to a 5 ounce and fold it over and have the 10? I don't know. Maybe we'll do it a little bit at a time until we know what we're doing. This opening here, so we're approximately, let's see how much. Well, you could fit in there something, it's under 4 inches, but I mean, you could skive wallet pockets or, you know, any small items would fit in here. But for me, it's basically for my belts. So I have no idea where I set it at the moment, but I'm going to just put it in and give it a try and see. And then we can take it down more. All right, so I'm just going to give it a pull and hopefully not hit the tripod and knock us over. I'm not going to put my finger because that blade's right there, but let's just do this. Yeah, that Herman oak is that Herman oak is tough. But look, it skived the piece off, nice and even. Let's see where we're at. Oh, that's pretty thin. I think I went more than a half, because if I fold that over, let's see what this gizmo says. Yeah, 1.5. 1.5. I'm like 3 to 4 ounce there maybe. So yeah, it was more than I thought it would be. So I'm gonna adjust this. hold the spring down and give it a couple of turns. And we'll try it again. I'm just going to cut that off so we know where we started. Back at the 10 ounce. Let's try another couple inches. All right, so you guys didn't tell me I was going the wrong way with the screw. I brought that puppy down to under an ounce. I mean, I brought that down to 1 millimeter. I'm down to like a 2 ounce or something here. I shaved that. So what did I do? I think I let him out. So I want to bring him down. Let me turn him down. Sorry. So I can see daylight through there. I wonder. Yeah, I see a lot of daylight here. I wonder if there's a way to measure how far off the roller I am with the blade. It's going to be trial and error because my math skills aren't that great today. So that was my real wrong direction turn, very thin. See what this one is. So I'm at 2.6, 2.7, 2.8. That's like a 7 ounce. Got a fresh edge there. Probably get a better pull if you were standing in front of it. I'm staying to the side because the camera's here, trying to not bang my camera. So you can see that's come down. It's like 2.5 millimeters and maybe 6 ounce or so. So that might be pretty good. All right, I'm gonna take my belt that I hand skived. So I don't care for anything I did here, any of my carving. I tried basket stamp, and I mean it's okay, but I'm not thrilled with it. So my skiving here, like I said, I cut in too deep. So let's see what this does. I'm going to do the whole shebang. That's my whole lineup. So right about where I started hand skiving. I was there a little bit before that. Put it in the middle. See if I can do this without knocking the camera over. You can see a little bit of my hand skive still cut in a little deeper than what this guy did, but this is what we took off on top of what I had done. Find these holes. right about there. So folding it over, I'm at 5 millimeters, so it boosted it up. So it's pretty thick there. It's like a 13 ounce. So we're going from 10 to about 13, where it's folded over. I'm okay with that. I'm going to try that, as opposed to folding over an entire 10 ounce and being 20 ounces thick. So I think that'll be okay. I think it'll still be strong enough. Hold the rivets, a belt keeper, and the buckle in there. So while I'm at it, I've always been one to go for it. So this is my friend's belt that I'm doing. And this was my attempt at trying to hand skive it. So right about where I began hand skiving. Took this off. Now it's nice and smooth, nice and even. Folds over like so. I'm going to put the buckle in and the rivets, and I think we're going to be good. But I'm going to stop there. I don't know what the norm is, but I don't want to go too thin. I don't like things thin, and so I took a little bit more off than I had done by hand, and I worked on it a long time. And this was pretty quick. So doing belts in the future, I think that'll speed up things and be less on my wrist trying to carve this stuff, because this is some pretty heavy duty stuff. Again, thanks guys for watching. Leave me some comments. Let me know how you do your belts, how you skive the ends of it, and what you think. See you in the next video.